Greetings, Poke fans. Welcome back to Poke Relaxing, the most relaxing Pokemon channel on YouTube. Thanks for joining today. I don't think I've done any kind of content previously talking about Prismatic Evolutions, the forthcoming English Pokemon set that is a specialty set and that is highly, highly anticipated by collectors and Pokemon investors around the country. But I thought it was time. Some interesting things are happening in the space with regard to Prismatic, and I've been thinking more and more about it as we approach the launch date of January, 17th. So I wanted to just kind of share with you my thoughts and tell you what my plans are for Prismatic, at least as far as I can see the future, and know what my plans are. And then I want to talk about something that I saw crop up on a Discord channel that I participate in, and that then today I have seen also some comment on this, because it's pretty interesting. Maybe not very ultimately terribly accurate, but anyways, we'll get into it. So first I want to take a quick peek at pre-order prices for the products that are forthcoming. The booster box, which is kind of the the staple of a specialty set like Prismatic, is continuing to climb. Pardon me, I'll be recovering from COVID for like 3 more months. That's life with asthma, but hopefully I can battle through. So anyways, we're approaching now about the 150 mark. We've got sales here in the high 140s in the past, or the sort of mid 140s here, but there have been some high 140 sales, and things have just been kind of creeping up and up and up and up on this thing, and it's getting to the point where it's kind of crazy. So 9 packs per box inside of these things. So at, let's say, 140 divided by 9, you're looking at a price of $15.55 per pack. You get $1, or maybe it's a $5 promo card with the hype behind this set. So that helps defray the cost. But basically, $15.50 for the packs inside these things is the current market price for these ETBs. So, that that certainly is a tough pill to swallow if you want to open some of this stuff, considering like Evolving Skies is like $18, $19 a pack if you shop around a little bit, probably $20, $25 a pack if you don't shop too much. So this is looking to be a very expensive set, both to buy, to hold sealed, and to open. And some of these products will get you a better price than 15.5. ETBs are generally more expensive than a lot of the other ancillary products. For example, here's a binder collection for $71, where you get 5 packs, but that binder is actually worth about $20 in itself, so $14.40 a pack if you don't consider the binder. If you do consider the binder, significantly less. The text sticker packs here coming in at about $35. So for 3 packs, that's $11.67. These are probably going to be the cheapest pack price you can find. And I don't think this stuff comes, like most specialty sets, it does not come in sleeved individual packs. So you'll have to be, buying one of these products, the binder collection, the poster collection, the text sticker collection, or the little mini tins or booster bundles, kind of the only way. And then there's this surprise box, which is my favorite, but unfortunately, it has become one of the most expensive products because it comes with an exclusive stamped promo, one of 9 different ones that could be a very valuable thing. There's only 4 packs in there, so at $100 a box, I mean, I'll do the math. That's $25 a pack for the ones inside here. So clearly, the market is saying there is a premium on those promos, and that's why I like this product, because I hear stamped promo, I get excited because you think about the value of the Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs that have one stamped promo in it, and how much excitement there is about those right now, and you have to believe that maybe this will carry some of that excitement. So those are, if I'm out shopping in the wild and I ever see all of these things out there, I would probably say these surprise boxes, which I think they retail for like $19.95 or something, or $24.95. It's very cheap because they only have 4 packs. So the markup on these is the highest of any product, and that is, I think, quite interesting. So that's kind of where the market's at on these. And the other day, the thing I'd mentioned that I'd seen was this guy on Whatnot. I don't know if I can see this stream if I'm not logged in. I won't be logged in on here, so I don't dox myself. But this user, RobCCHI, did a stream of packs that purportedly were from sealed ETBs. That I think he also did a video showing him opening ETBs and then pulling packs out, which it's like could be from a different time or from different boxes. But in any event, he had 1,500 packs that he opened on stream, and apparently he's known for getting products earlier than the market, which is kind of crazy. It's 10 days before. I'd be curious to know. I suspect some of the distributors, have stuff at this point because they have to prep shipments, for probably a week or so at least in advance, so they can get stuff to stores before the January 17th launch date. So they do have to have it quite a bit early. So maybe he has a connection at one of the main distributors, or maybe he's connected to somebody at Walmart or Excel Marketing or any of the other places that would have this stuff quite a bit earlier than you and I can access it in the market. But in any event, he did have these 1,500 packs, and if you watch this whole stream, which you can do if you log into Whatnot, you will see him open all those packs. And a couple of things to note about this stream. One is that he just did auctions for lots of either 5 or 10 packs, and just let the market kind of figure out what it wanted to pay for those. And basically all of the lots sold between $20 and $25 per pack, which is, very, very high. But also the fact that he's doing this 10 days before launch, I think, has to be accounted for in that pricing, because, there's obviously a lot more value to people to be able to have their packs opened. And he said, he made reference on the stream to wanting to be able to ship this stuff out I think by today or tomorrow. I think the stream was on Monday. So, he understands people want to have this stuff in hand before launch date, because if you have singles that are, high-end singles, and you shoot them off to PSA for some of their rapid turnaround grade. I mean, you could have graded cards from this set back before launch date, and those cards are going to be supremely valuable compared to what they would be, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks from today. So, I don't take too much from the auction pack prices on this stream, because it is a very unique situation. But I will say that, I have seen people who are experienced, longtime dealers, in the LGS space, predict that pack prices would be reaching $25 per pack up to possibly $30 a pack for this stuff, at least in the kind of early goings, as there will be a ton of excitement, you know, even on the 17th for people to get cards right away. So the pack price was one thing that I noted about this stream. The other thing is the pull rates, like seeing what came out of these packs. That's always an interesting question with a new set. And, you know, until we have breakers who have opened 1,000 packs or 2,000 packs or 10,000 packs, so that we have a sense of what is coming out of them and what the average pull rates are, you know, we just don't know. So 1,500 packs is not a small amount. And in those 1,500 packs, I'll bring you over to this Reddit post. Some user on Reddit was kind enough to break down the pull rates. But the reason a lot of people, well, there were several reasons why people were talking about this guy's stream, but a big one was that there was a real absence of significant hits in, you know, the SIR category, and especially, you know, the good SIRs. There's a ton of SIRs in this set, and he didn't pull many at all in those 1,500 packs. And the ones he did pull, like, were all kind of the crappier ones, except I think he pulled the one Eevee SIR that's in the set. But there's 32 possible. And here's the pull rates. I wish I could zoom in. There's probably a way to zoom in, but I'll read it to you. So the pull rates based on the 1,500 packs that this guy opened in his stream were in the SIR category, 1 out of 53 packs to 1 out of 60 packs. I don't know why that's a range. But the Master Balls were pulled approximately 1 out of 13 packs, and the Pokeballs were pulled 1 out of 4 or 5 packs. So those pull rates are very tough to swallow, particularly for the SIRs, because again, there's so many SIRs. Like if you were trying to complete a set and you only got a 1 SIR out of every 60 packs, and you need 32 SIRs, well, folks, you're going to have to spend at $25 a pack. You're going to have to spend, you know, the mortgage on this set in order to complete a master set of this stuff. Never mind the fact that you need all the Master Balls and the Pokeballs of the base cards. And so there's additional, you know, packs that you would need to go through in order to get everything. So I keep thinking of Danny Phantom, who, of course, has a very popular and very good Pokemon channel that he operates. If you've not heard of him, you know, certainly check that out. But he every set that comes out, he puts together a master set in a binder and then gives that away. And I'm just like, oh man, if he does that for this set, folks, that's going to cost so much fracking money to get all those cards. I mean, if you open packs to get it, I suspect that maybe he'll just go and buy cards on the aftermarket if he does that. But anyways, the moral of the story here, folks, is that the SIR pull rate for this stuff, given how many SIRs there are, especially, there's only like 10, and, you know, these were the pull rates. It'd be a very different situation than what we have here, which is 32 SIRs, but there's pull rate this low for those cards. It, based on, again, there's a lot of caveats here, folks, because, you know, a lot of people are accusing this guy of like, you know, manipulating the packs and, like, I don't know, pulling out the good ones somehow, you know, weighing them or what have you, and then, you know, leaving the rest for his stream. And, you know, could be true. I don't know. This guy's been on Whatnot for a while, so you kind of would hope that he'd be run out of town by now if he was in the habit of doing that. So, at least some suggestion or some indication that maybe that's not the case. But it could be the case. But if it's not the case, and these were, you know, honest to goodness, unmolested packs from ETBs, then these pull rates are very interesting and suggest that this is a very difficult set to get the card that you want. Because again, if there's 32 SIRs and the chance of getting one is 1 in 60 packs, then the chance of getting a particular SIR, namely the one that you want more than anything, which is that Umbreon card that everybody's probably seen pictures of. If you've seen any pictures of the cards from this set, they call it the Sunbreon to match the Moonbreon from Evolving Skies. And that card, is command. I forget what I think it's like. It's only like $300. Might be $300 to $500 in Japanese. So in the U.S., you'd expect normally to see that card be $600 to $1,000 out of the gate, at least. But with these pull rates, people are sort of speculating that Umbreon is going to be like a $3,000 raw card out of the gate. It's going to be nearly impossible to pull, and people are going to be having to open just tons of packs to get that thing, which, means they're going to need a lot of packs, and the demand is for, packs, therefore, is going to go up, and therefore the prices are going to, skyrocket beyond what they even are now. I've heard people say, who have some experience in the market here, that, that ETBs could be $300, a week or two into this thing, if the excitement around this continues and the price of the Umbreon SIR is, $3,000. So, I don't know. It's kind of scary to think about, really. So, so that's kind of the latest news on this set. I continue to see a lot of content out there about people's pre-orders, at some of the smaller, like local shops or some of the smaller online stores getting canceled recently, and then those same stores, going and selling their stuff at market pricing, instead of honoring their commitments to their pre-sale buyers, which kind of was expected. It still sucks for sure, but it's not something that I did not expect to happen. Anybody expected to not happen. So I've been seeing a lot of content about that lately. You may be wondering, what are my plans? Because a lot of people are sort of saying, like, what should I do with this stuff? Because I haven't, gotten into pre-order. I see the booster boxes are $145 now to pre-order. Do I buy some of those? Do I just wait until launch and see what happens? What do I do? I don't know what the play here is. And this is a pretty novel situation. There have been hyped up sets. Surging Sparks is certainly one. And there were sets before, certainly, that had kind of pre-launch hype. But the question, is often from people, what the heck to do. And so I can tell you what my plan is. And, maybe it's helpful to you, maybe it's totally irrelevant to you, but it is what it is. So I have a fair amount of this stuff that I got allocated from my distributor. So for me, the question with regard to that stuff is like, what do I do with that, right? Do I, sell some of it at market price right away? Do I hold on to it and just kind of see where the market goes? Do I kind of split it in half and, sell some now and keep some of it for long term? Truth is, I haven't really decided what I want to do, and it will kind of depend on the second part of my answer to this question, which is what I plan to do on launch day. But I haven't really thought too much about what I want to do, and I don't have a ton. I actually did get a fair number of ETBs from my distributor. It's what I got the most of. Like I got like kind of, one case, which is like 6 boxes of those ancillary products like the poster collection or the stickers. So I kind of got just a little sampling of all the other products, but I got a fairly significant amount of the ETBs, at least judging by what I've heard other, shops or sellers or people who've got distribution accounts say that they've gotten. So I'm happy with that, but it's not. It's not an overwhelming amount of product by any stretch. So it is an amount that I'd be happy to keep forever if that seems like the right play, and we'll have to see what develops. But yeah, still deciding on that stuff, and then the only sort of pre-order of stuff that I have managed to be in time to sign up for online at MSRP, I should say, was like Target had a pre-order one day, like I don't know, a week and a half ago, and they had like all of the products. I think except that premium box with the promo in it, the stamp promo. So they had the sticker collection, they had the poster collection, and the binder, and the ETBs. So I think it's 4 things. And I bought 3 of each of those, which was the max you could buy. So I do have kind of a little taste of the retail stuff coming to me at MSRP, which is great, because that may very well be the only 151 I get, other than the stuff from distribution. So I don't know. My kids are gonna have to open some of it. So I may just give them a sticker collection and I don't know, poster collection each or something, and that may be all I open of that stuff. And so that's sort of part 2 to what I'm planning to do. Otherwise, I'm just going to hang on to that stuff. Actually, I have 4 parts, right? And then part 3 is, what am I going to do on launch day? And, I'm definitely going to check out some of the local suspects where I am. There's a number of stores that carry Pokemon products, and they may or may not have Prismatic on launch day. It's sort of speculated that Target is going to possibly have their stuff out early, because it sort of depends on when the Excel marketing rep, stocks that particular store. So I'm trying to figure out when mine gets stocked. It's sort of all over the place based on what I see at these Targets when I visit on different days. But if I can get a handle on when I think it's most likely they stock in a particular week, I'll definitely visit on that day and see what they've got, during the week, because it's a Friday release, and I think my Target stocks, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, so I'll be checking those days and seeing what's there. And there's other stores here that carry it too, and I'll also probably drop by the LGS and see what they have there. I got Surging Sparks pretty cheap when that stuff just came out. But I don't know that they're going to do that, or if there's going to be possible deals to be had there at this point, because it's so well known that Prismatic is this super hyped set. The other LGS in my area actually just announced pre-orders today, and they're doing pre-orders at 115, and that's actually a relative bargain. Again, you've seen what the market is right now. It's 145. So, 115 plus tax is actually quite competitive, but I don't know if I'll order any of those in advance. I kind of hope, I'm sort of hoping that I'll have luck picking up a few boxes, locally on launch day or launch week. And so I might just sort of gamble that I can and not worry about, pre-orders significantly over MSRP. So that's the third thing, I'll be kind of doing with regard to this set is trying to find some at retail. And, there will be stuff coming out every week. Every time Excel marketing stocks Target, like, there's another chance. I do... Wow. Okay, it fell off my desk. So I do worry. It's funny because I keep thinking, like, where we are right now with demand, retail demand for Pokemon, is still not where we were quite yet, I don't think, with how in-demand sports cards were during, like, the pandemic and then the boom after that. You had people, like 5 people or more lining up at Targets waiting to get, their access to the sports card section. And I've never seen that anywhere except at like Costco's when they've done the Canadian launch of those Blooming Waters 151 boxes. I have seen that kind of thing there, but I haven't heard of it happening at Target or Walmart like I sort of, saw regularly happening with sports cards during the past. So I feel like I haven't seen the insanity of the 2020 sports card market yet, but it could easily get there, as soon as Prismatic is released, at which point it's going to be just about impossible to get this stuff unless you want to camp out for the 6 hour window when you're probably going to catch the Excel Rep stocking and you want to get in line for your, 4 boxes that you can get. I think you can get 5 products at my Target, which, if they're ETBs, and there's $100 profit in every one, might be worth it, right? For some folks to do that. I would probably never do that because it's too aggravating to stand around that long and then have the possibility you might actually not get any, and I would just be so pissed off for like the next 3 weeks. So I'm just going to kind of, do my best to try to find the stuff out there at retail and go with that. So the fourth thing I wanted to talk about is, I have been fortunate to get some of this stuff from distribution. So, I'm getting wholesale price on that stuff. It's like a ridiculously good deal compared to what the market is doing right now and what it could do in the future with this stuff. So I will probably try, and I'm trying to build a channel right now. I'm trying to get an audience, trying to grow subscribers, to get people to tune in, see some interesting things. So for me personally, I think I see some value in using, some of the product that I get, particularly when I've got it at distribution pricing, to use that in a way that can help me build the audience for the site. So maybe we'll do some giveaways. Maybe I'll do some live streams where we have, highly competitive pricing on some prismatic packs so that we can do some content showing those being opened and think of some other things as well. So I might, use a handful of the items that I get in that way to help, basically that's an investment in the channel rather than selling that for, exorbitant profit. I can use that stuff that I got fairly cheaply to help me grow things and create, interesting content for you all, and also reward some of you who are watching and, might want to buy a pack or two of that stuff to be opened during a live stream. I do hope basically sometime before the 17th, I do hope to have done a live stream, and to, kind of get it set up so people can buy stuff from me. I have an idea for kind of a way to test that out. So stay tuned for details on that. I'm sure it'll be like, 3 people watching. Hopefully one or 2 or 3 of you all who are watching this video will check that out. But that's in the works, and that's kind of the fourth idea I had around Prismatic. So I don't know if any of that was helpful, interesting. Maybe you just were curious about some of that stuff, and so it's worth hearing. But I hope at the very least you were relaxed and got some kind of enjoyment out of the video today. So yeah, I'd like to know what you all are planning. Are you going to get a tent set up outside of Target? Are you just kind of waiting for the pre-orders that you made, a month ago to come in? Are you going to try to hijack a Excel marketing truck or something on the way to Target? Be curious to know what folks are planning, and I also would be interested to know, like, if you have some if you were able to get a Target pre-order or an ETB pre-order, when they were reasonably priced, like, are you going to open that stuff, or are you going to try to sell it right away for, a bit of profit, or are you going to hold on to it and hope that turns into like a $500 ETB in a year if we don't get like, any massive increase in stock from Pokemon Company. And I also wonder if, if your answer is like that you're going to wait to see if there's more information on these pull rates before you decide anything. Because if the pull rates really are this bad, I feel like the desire of most people to open the stuff goes down, but the desire of some people, isn't changed, and so they just have to go and suck it up and buy at the market price. So, anyways, love to hear what your thoughts are. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time with some more Pokemon content. Until then, stay relaxed. Bye now.